Life's journey is a winding path filled with moments of joy and struggle. It's a continuous battle between our inner strengths and weaknesses. While we all yearn for a life marked by purpose and resilience, there are habits that often hold us back from realizing our true potential. In this transformative exploration, we will delve into 8 habits that sap your strength and discover how to conquer them using the wisdom of Stoicism. As we embark on this journey to overcome these 8 habits, remember that self-awareness is the initial stride toward transformation. By acknowledging these tendencies within ourselves, we pave the way to substitute them with Stoic principles that empower us to lead lives filled with purpose, strength, and inner tranquility. Habit number 1, procrastination of time. Procrastination, the art of delaying tasks and responsibilities, weakens our resolve, obstructs our progress, and squanders precious time that could be dedicated to personal growth and meaningful pursuits. The remedy for procrastination lies in the Stoic concept of carpe diem, or seizing the day. Stoicism urges us to concentrate on the present moment and extract the utmost from it. Procrastination, conversely, often stems from anxiety about the future or the discomfort of the current task. To vanquish this habit, we must embrace a Stoic mindset and remind ourselves that the sole time under our control is now. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, counseled us to focus on what we can control and release what we cannot. Procrastination frequently arises from obsessing over potential outcomes or the challenges of a task instead of taking action. By espousing the Stoic principle of concentrating on the process rather than the outcome, we can liberate ourselves from the clutches of procrastination. Start by setting small, manageable goals and diligently working towards them. Embrace the discomfort and uncertainty of the present moment, for it is in these very moments of challenge that we cultivate the strength to confront more significant tasks. Bear in mind that time is an inexhaustible resource, and each day deferred is a day forever lost. Habit number 2, negative self-talk. Marcus Aurelius once declared, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." The manner in which we converse with ourselves wields a profound influence on our self-esteem, confidence, and overall well-being. Negative self-talk is a habit that erodes our strength by undermining our self-belief and hindering us from unlocking our genuine potential. Stoicism imparts the wisdom of seizing control over our thoughts and replacing negativity with rationality and self-compassion. Marcus Aurelius, an eminent Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, underscored the significance of monitoring our inner dialogue. He contended that our perspective of the world is fashioned by our thoughts. Hence, we must strive to uphold a constructive and rational mindset. To combat negative self-talk, begin by observing your thoughts impartially. Recognize instances of self-criticism or self-doubt, and challenge these notions with reason. Examine whether these thoughts are grounded in evidence or merely products of fear and insecurity. Stoicism encourages us to extend the same compassion and understanding towards ourselves that we would offer a friend facing a similar situation. Rather than chastising yourself for errors or perceived deficiencies, focus on the lessons they hold and how you can enhance yourself. As you supplant negative self-talk with Stoic principles of rationality and self-compassion, you will unearth an inner fortitude and resilience that empowers you to confront life's challenges with self-assuredness and grace. Habit number 3, avoiding challenges. The inclination to evade challenges and remain ensconced within one's comfort zone is a habit that stifles personal growth and potential. It thwarts the development of patience, courage, and adaptability to novel circumstances. Stoic philosophy teaches us that progress and self-mastery often emanate from facing challenges head-on. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, believed that personal growth and self-mastery arise from confronting challenges and extending our limits. Contemporary society frequently favors comfort and shies away from discomfort. We often select the path of least resistance, prioritize convenience and instant gratification. While this may offer momentary relief, it hampers long-term development and impedes the realization of our full potential. Avoiding challenges deprives us of invaluable opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Stoic philosophy contends that genuine strength resides in the capacity to confront difficulties directly and with patience. It is within these challenges that we acquire profound insights, cultivate patience, and enhance virtues such as courage, tenacity, and resilience. When we perpetually seek comfort and evade challenges, we confine our personal and intellectual expansion. We become stagnant and fail to fully actualize our capabilities. Stoicism encourages us to step out of our comfort zone and partake in endeavors that push us beyond our boundaries. In doing so, we not only augment our capacities, but also nurture heightened confidence and personal fulfillment. Furthermore, avoiding challenges may engender a fear of failure. By persistently choosing the safer route and avoiding risks, we pass up opportunities to learn from our mistakes and become more robust. Stoic philosophy advises us to perceive failure as an inherent facet of life and to extract wisdom from it to propel ourselves forward. It is pivotal to underscore that seeking discomfort does not entail purposefully seeking unwarranted suffering. Stoic philosophy does not advocate inflicting unnecessary anguish upon ourselves. Instead, it encourages us to confront challenges with a composed and rational mindset. It entails altering our perspective and comprehending that discomfort is an indispensable aspect of life that can instigate growth and self-improvement. Through the active pursuit of challenges and discomfort, we cultivate self-mastery. We learn to rely on our ethics and inner strength rather than external circumstances. Stoic philosophy teaches us to concentrate on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions to the challenges we encounter. This renders us less dependent on external factors for our well-being and contentment. By applying Stoic principles to our lives, we initiate a profound transformation. It equips us with the capacity to approach life with intention and patience. We become better equipped to tackle difficulties, endure setbacks, and confront unforeseen events. Rather than feeling overwhelmed by challenges, we learn to embrace them as occasions for growth and self-improvement. Maintaining a Stoic mindset and manifesting it necessitates an open mind and the willingness to challenge existing beliefs and habits. By recognizing the inclination to evade discomfort and embracing the Stoic tenet of directly confronting challenges, we can cultivate a robust, adaptable mindset that centers on personal development. Therefore, embrace discomfort and challenges as you embark on a voyage of self-discovery and self-improvement. Habit 4. Indulging in excessive materialism. Overindulgence in material possessions can undermine the practice of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism emphasizes the primacy of ethics and inner virtues over external acquisitions. When we become excessively fixated on materialism, we risk losing sight of what genuinely matters and finding lasting contentment. In the contemporary world, the pursuit of material wealth often propels us into a ceaseless cycle of desire and dissatisfaction. We erroneously believe that amassing possessions will usher in happiness and fulfillment. Nevertheless, Stoic philosophy serves as a reminder that external objects are transient and beyond our control. They can be lost, stolen, or destroyed, leaving us perpetually disappointed and discontented. To transcend the habit of excessive materialism, initiate by cultivating contentment with your current possessions. Acknowledge that the pursuit of material goods frequently begets a cycle of craving and dissatisfaction. Redirect your focus toward nurturing virtues such as wisdom, courage, and compassion, virtues that engender authentic satisfaction. Stoic philosophy guides us to shift our attention from material possessions to the cultivation of inner virtues. Qualities such as wisdom, courage, equanimity, and justice are well within our control and can engender enduring contentment. By cherishing these virtues and laboring to nurture them, we can discern profound purpose and gratification in life. Moreover, excessive attachment to materialism can engender feelings of insecurity and anxiety. We may perpetually fret about losing what we possess or incessantly compare ourselves to others who appear to possess more. This attachment fosters a cycle of fear and envy that hampers our ability to live with peace and tranquility. To transcend this habit, Stoic philosophy advises us to practice detachment. This does not entail entirely renouncing material possessions, but rather fostering a wholesome relationship with them. Recognize that possessions serve as tools to enhance our lives and the lives of others, rather than sources of validation or happiness. One approach to cultivating detachment is by practicing gratitude. By appreciating what we currently possess and focusing on what genuinely matters, we can nurture contentment and diminish our attachment to material possessions. We can also embrace minimalism by simplifying our lives and relinquishing unnecessary distractions. By disentangling ourselves from the clutches of materialism, we can harmonize our actions with Stoic principles. We can focus on cultivating virtues, forging meaningful relationships with others, and contributing to the betterment of society. This shift in mindset empowers us to uncover genuine satisfaction and live a life guided by Stoic principles. Stoicism teaches us that genuine contentment arises from our inner character and actions, not from external acquisitions. By relinquishing our dependence on materialism, we can cultivate enduring satisfaction and lead lives that harmonize with Stoic virtues. This transformation liberates us from the cycle of desire and discontent, allowing us to embrace the wisdom of Stoic philosophy and its guidance towards a more meaningful existence. Habit number 5, seeking external validation. The inclination to seek external validation is a habit that can undermine one's practice of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of focusing on internal virtues rather than relying on external approval. Depending excessively on external validation can render an individual reliant on others' opinions and weaken self-reliance. In today's society, especially with the prevalence of social media platforms, the quest for external validation has become increasingly common. We often gauge our self-worth and happiness based on the number of likes, comments, and followers we receive. This constant pursuit of acceptance can lead to fragile self-esteem, particularly when it hinges on others' opinions and approval. However, Stoic philosophy reminds us that authentic happiness and contentment emanate from within. Stoic philosophers emphasize the cultivation of virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. These virtues are not contingent on others' opinions or acceptance, but can be nurtured and developed internally, regardless of external circumstances. When individuals continually seek approval from external sources, they relinquish their personal power. They become easily swayed by fluctuating opinions, and their self-esteem becomes contingent on the validation of others. This may lead to a ceaseless quest for external approval, making it challenging to find contentment and inner peace. To transcend this habit and bolster the practice of Stoic philosophy, it is vital to recognize that seeking external validation is often fleeting and largely beyond one's control. The opinions of others can change, and the pursuit of their approval can become an unending endeavor. Instead, the focus should shift toward developing internal virtues and aligning one's actions with Stoic principles. Practicing self-awareness and self-acceptance is fundamental. One should be mindful of their thoughts and emotions when seeking external validation, question the motivations behind the need for external approval, and reflect on whether it truly aligns with one's values and objectives. Remember that personal worth is not determined by the opinions of others, but is rather a product of one's character and actions. Cultivating self-confidence in one's ability to assess and make decisions autonomously is essential. Seek internal validation by evaluating actions based on Stoic virtues. Place an emphasis on personal growth and progress, rather than comparing oneself to others. In summary, the habit of ceaselessly seeking external approval can erode the practice of Stoic philosophy. By recognizing the futility of relying on others' opinions for self-assessment, one can concentrate on the development of internal virtues and uncover happiness from within. Engage in self-awareness, establish a supportive community, and remember that true contentment arises from internal sources, not external validation. Before we move on to number 6 on our list, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel to never miss out any of our videos about Stoicism and the way you can master your life. Habit number 6. Inability to cope with negative emotions. Stoic philosophy underscores the significance of reason and the avoidance of allowing emotions to dictate one's actions. However, succumbing to negative emotions such as anger, envy, or fear can deprive individuals of their composure and hinder virtuous conduct. Negative emotions tend to overwhelm reason and obscure judgment. When anger prevails, individuals often react impulsively, uttering or committing actions they later regret. Envy may breed resentment and bitterness, resulting in harmful emotions that corrode relationships. Fear can paralyze individuals, preventing them from embracing necessary risks or confronting challenges. These emotions not only undermine the practice of Stoic philosophy, but also impede personal growth and well-being. To surmount the habit of being unable to cope with negative emotions, Stoic principles offer valuable guidance. Number 1. Recognize and acknowledge emotions. The initial step in managing negative emotions is to be cognizant of them. When anger, envy, or other negative emotions arise, take a moment to pause and identify what you are experiencing. Stoicism teaches that emotions are natural reactions, but it is our response to them that holds significance. Number 2. Cultivate emotional detachment. Stoicism encourages emotional detachment from external events, emphasizing control over one's responses and actions. When negative emotions surface, remind yourself that you have the capacity to choose your reaction. Step back from the situation and evaluate it objectively. Number 3. Utilize rationality and mindfulness. Stoicism underscores the importance of reason and mindfulness. When confronted with negative emotions, engage your rational faculties. Examine whether your emotions stem from accurate perceptions and whether they align with your values and principles. Often, negative emotions arise from irrational thoughts and distorted perceptions. Number 4. Practice gratitude and gain perspective. Gratitude serves as a potent antidote to negative emotions. When envious or dissatisfied with your circumstances, redirect your focus to your current blessings and the positives in your life. Stoic philosophy encourages the appreciation of the present moment and emphasizes that external possessions and status are transient. Number 5. Develop resilience through adversity. Stoicism invites individuals to perceive challenges as opportunities for growth. Instead of succumbing to fear or anxiety, view difficulties as chances to fortify your character and cultivate resilience. Keep in mind that adversity is an inescapable facet of life, and you possess the inner strength to surmount it. Number 6. Seek wisdom in Stoic teachings. Delve into the works of Stoic philosophers like Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca. Their wisdom offers valuable counsel on managing emotions and leading a virtuous life. Reading and contemplating Stoic texts can facilitate the internalization of Stoic principles and their application in daily life. Number 7. Practice self-compassion. Extend kindness to yourself when grappling with negative emotions. Stoicism emphasizes self-improvement, not self-criticism. Understand that everyone experiences moments of weakness and emotional turmoil. Rather than berating yourself, concentrate on learning from these experiences and endeavoring to grow as an individual. Number 8. Seek support and guidance. At times, managing negative emotions can prove challenging in isolation. There is no harm in seeking support from friends, family, or a mental health professional. Sharing thoughts and emotions with others can furnish valuable perspectives and aid in navigating difficult emotional states. In sum, the inability to cope with negative emotions is a habit that can weaken one's practice of Stoic philosophy. By recognizing and acknowledging emotions, practicing emotional detachment, employing rationality and mindfulness, nurturing gratitude, fostering resilience, studying Stoic teachings, practicing self-compassion, and seeking support when necessary, one can effectively manage negative emotions and lead a more virtuous and fulfilling life aligned with Stoic principles. Remember that this journey of self-improvement is continuous, and progress can be made over time. Habit number 7, dwelling on past mistakes. Dwelling on past mistakes is a common habit that can weaken your practice of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism teaches us to focus on the present moment, accept what has happened in the past, and learn from our mistakes rather than ruminating on them. Here's how you can apply Stoic principles to overcome this habit. Number 1. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness can help you stay rooted in the present moment and prevent your mind from wandering into the past. Engage in mindfulness exercises or meditation to train your mind to let go of past regrets and focus on the here and now. Number 2. Embrace the Stoic concept of amor fati. Amor fati, or the love of fate, is a Stoic idea that encourages us to accept and even love everything that has happened in our lives, including our mistakes. Instead of regretting past actions, view them as opportunities for growth and learning. Number 3. Apply the dichotomy of control. Stoicism teaches us to distinguish between things we can control and things we cannot. You cannot change the past, so it falls into the category of things beyond your control. Focus your energy on what you can control, which is your response to past mistakes, and your actions in the present. Number 4. Practice self-forgiveness. Stoic philosophy encourages self-compassion. Rather than dwelling on self-blame and guilt, acknowledge your past mistakes, take responsibility for them, and commit to making better choices in the future. Remember that you are a work in progress. Number 5. Learn from your mistakes. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of applying wisdom gained from past experiences to your present actions. Reflect on your past mistakes to extract valuable lessons and insights that can guide your decision-making moving forward. Habit number 8. Ignoring the well-being of others. Ignoring the well-being of others is a habit that contradicts the Stoic principle of cosmopolitanism, which teaches us to care about the welfare of all human beings. Stoicism emphasizes virtues like benevolence and compassion. Here's how you can align your behavior with Stoic philosophy and overcome this habit. Number 1. Practice benevolence. Cultivate goodwill and kindness toward others. Make a conscious effort to consider the needs and suffering of those around you. actively seek opportunities to assist and support others, whether through small acts of kindness or larger charitable endeavors. Number 2, develop empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share in the feelings of others. Stoicism encourages us to put ourselves in the shoes of others and see the world from their perspective. This can lead to greater compassion and a deeper connection with fellow human beings. Number 3, recognize the interconnectedness of humanity. Stoicism teaches us that we are all part of a larger human community. Understand that the well-being of others is interconnected with your own well-being. When you help others, you contribute to a more harmonious and virtuous society. Number 4, practice gratitude. Stoic philosophy encourages us to appreciate what we have and be grateful for the people in our lives. Expressing gratitude not only fosters a positive outlook, but also strengthens your connection with others. Number 5, extend your concern to all beings. Stoicism doesn't limit benevolence to humans alone. It extends to all living beings. Consider the well-being of animals and the environment as well. Living in harmony with nature is a Stoic principle that encourages ethical and sustainable choices. Number 6, lead by example. Show others the benefits of living a virtuous and compassionate life through your own actions. By embodying Stoic principles of benevolence and empathy, you inspire and influence those around you to follow suit. The habit of ignoring the well-being of others goes against the core principles of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism reminds us that we are part of a broader human community, and by caring for the well-being of others, we strengthen our own character and find greater purpose in life. Click here to watch 7 strategies to make them value you. See you there in a second. Be Stoic, stay Stoic.